Alright, listen up, fools. Commander Radix is in the house doing another Transformers Talk video. Another Transformers Talk is my, what's the word? Not regular, irregular show on Commander Radix where I talk about Transformers stuff. Today, we're going to do a tier list because that's what everyone is doing these days. A tier list for Transformers shows. I figured that would be something good we could do here for our Transformers Talk today. So, I went ahead and changed the last one to Never Watched because I noticed there were some here that I never watched. But let's get into this. What I say is the definitive truth. It's not just my opinion, but the objective reality created by God. If you disagree, then make your own tier video. I'm sure someone's going to make their own tier list in the comments of this video, which, I mean, whatever, do your thing. But honestly, it probably is a better idea to do your own video on this, so if you want to be daring, if you want to be ambitious. But first we have Transformers Rescue Bots. Transformers Rescue Bots is good for what it is, but I won't, if I ever make a list of top 10 Transformers moments, I can guarantee you Rescue Bots will not fit in there. Rescue Bots, it's not necessarily bad. By the way, this is going to be my own opinion, and any of you guys who followed me during my years when I made Transformers content on this channel, you'll know that I do not hold the same opinion as the general Transformers fandom is. The general Transformers fandom has. I do not hold their opinions. A lot of the time I disagree completely. So, don't be surprised when in like certain Transformers shows you expect that everyone hates that I actually love with all my heart. But Rescue Bots, I don't think it deserves to be at the worst tier because it's good for what it is. We'll just slip it here for the time being. Transformers Robots in Disguise. I actually have a video doing a review on Robots in Disguise, giving my thoughts on Season 1. Season 1 was pretty strong, but the other seasons didn't build up from what Season 1 laid down. And ultimately, Robots in Disguise ended up being one of my most hated Transformers shows. If you go back and read or watch my review of Season 1, I sound very optimistic and hopeful. That dies as soon as I realize this show isn't going anywhere. Transformers Prime, that's either A or S tier, man. Transformers Prime is great. Especially, I'm going to give it an S tier. I do think in some fields it's overrated, but all in all, Transformers Prime was great. That's like one of the top tier Transformers shows. If someone comes up to me and says, I want to get into Transformers, but I have no context for Transformers, I have no experience with Transformers, can you give me something that I'll actually like a normal person would actually like, I would tell them watch Transformers Prime. Transformers Armada. I loved the Unicron battles. I loved the ending of Armada, the last sort of side season. But most of the series is very bland. I enjoy watching it more than I enjoyed Rescue Bots, actually. But I guess I really don't like the Minicon subplot. At different points in Armada, it could fit anywhere between A and C for me. Let's put it at B for now. Beast Machines. Beast Machines. There are parts of Beast Machines I love, and then parts of it I hate. I do remember it being a slog to get through, though. I'm going to put it down here. Although I do like Beast Machines more than I like Robots in Disguise. Beast Machines is a better sequel. But it's not a good sequel by any extension of the word. Yeah, I have complex thoughts of Beast Machines. I could make my own scattered thoughts on Beast Machines video if you want for another Transformers Talk one day. Transformers Energon. Transformers Energon is my bread and butter. I love Transformers Energon to death. It was my main show. Like, I got into Transformers through Armada, but I only got into Armada during the Unicron battles. And then I watched some reruns of Armada when they played, and then Energon came out, and I was confused when Energon came out, but I said, okay, I guess I'm doing this, and I went through the entire thing pretty much. And my foundation for Transformers essentially was Transformers Energon. I'm very tempted to put it in S tier, but it certainly does have its own drawbacks. I'm going to put it in A tier for now. But I do kind of want to put it into S tier. I love Transformers Energon. I actually made an entire video. Well, I wrote out the script and I narrated a video titled Transformers Energon Isn't As Bad As People Say It Is. The thing is, I couldn't get enough Transformers Energon clips to put in the video. The editing process took too long, so I scrapped it. But somewhere I think I have a script like defending Transformers Energon for a video. Which, by the way, personally, Energon is my favorite Transformers series. But I do recognize that some series are much more well put together, and that's why you have your S tier up here. This looks like Transformers Victory. Transformers Victory has a lot of iconic moments, but it also has a lot of dull moments. It could go an A or B for me. I especially like the whole scene with Jinrai becoming Victory Leo. There's a lot of Victory I liked, but then there's a lot that I'll put it in B. You know, it was your run-of-the-mill Transformers show that had its good moments, but also had a lot of bland moments. Beast Wars, that's S tier, no argument. Like, there's no other place you can put Beast Wars than S tier. Don't at me. I don't even think I need to explain my reasoning for this one. Super God Master Force. A lot of people don't like Super God Master Force because the characters are humans. I actually think that gave Super God Master Force a lot of character. It's either A or B for me for Master Force. Master Force, if you're going to Transformers going, I only like watching robots, and I only like watching robots fighting, you're not open to the idea of human characters, because you can't tell. Most of the Transformer fandom aren't like good critical analysts, is what I'm trying to say here. I'm going to put it in A tier. I don't know how much I agree with it being... Well, I can see it being better than... I never really thought about my order here, so I never really thought that I liked Master Force better than Victory. But here we are. I quite liked Master Force. Even though there are some like weird magical concepts that feel like they've been pulled out of nowhere. Transformers Cyberverse, that's B or A. I think it's a solid A right now, at least. It definitely... I already have my video up on my thoughts on Cyberverse. Go check that out if you want me to explain more about my thoughts on Cyberverse. I could see Cyberverse falling anywhere between... It could be an upper B, it could be a lower S. I think I might be blinded by the fact that Cyberverse is such a good show coming after Robots in Disguise, and it just isn't as good as I think it is just because we're coming out of a dark age. But we'll put it at A for now. Transformers Generation 2. Generation 2 was just an additional season of... what do you call it? An additional season of the G1 cartoon, just done like with some extra graphics. We'll put that in C tier. It doesn't really stand on its own as its own thing. Transformers Headmasters. I actually quite liked Headmasters. There's a lot of stupid stuff that happens in Headmasters. Headmasters has a lot of so bad it's good moments. A time hasn't come where I haven't played a Headmasters episode and I haven't laughed at how bad it is, but I just have so much fun watching it. I'm going to put it in A here. Transformers Cybertron. I think Transformers Cybertron is the worst of the Unicron trilogy. That being said, I do have good memories of it. But I rewatched Cybertron relatively recently, like a few years ago, and I was like, wow, this is bad. This could fall into C, this could fall into B. It's an upper C, lower B show. Let's Just because of nostalgia, I'm sticking it in B. But I know this is a bad show. It's on B tier, but it's easily the worst B tier Transformers series compared to what's on B tier so far. Transformers Generation 1. Okay. Now, I have written out an outline for a video a long time ago giving my review for Generation 1. And it isn't really a good one. You have to give it some respect for being the first Transformers TV show. But at the same time, Transformers Generation 1 cartoon isn't the first Transformers series. The Marvel Comics was the first series. So it can't really even take that trophy. The animation errors were egregious even for the time, I believe. It did create iconic voice actors, Frank Welker and Peter Cullen being prominent voice actors. And so many episodes are just creatively bankrupt and just reused from other plots and from other series. I'm actually going to put Generation 1 on C tier. We got Energon in A tier, G1 on C tier. I know this is going to generate a lot of hate, but this is my honest opinion. I can't help that this is my opinion. Transformers Animated could be S tier if it wasn't for the weird superhero filler stuff at the beginning. Otherwise, it's A tier. Animated's great. Transformers Combiner Wars, easily the worst. Beast Wars Neo. Do we have Beast Wars Neo here, but not Beast Wars 2nd? No, wait, this is Beast Wars 2nd, isn't it? Lyle Convoy is Beast Wars 2nd. Okay, so we have Beast Wars 2nd here, but not Beast Wars Neo. Yeah, he's Beast Wars 2nd. Beast Wars 2nd, I like the characters in Beast Wars 2nd. It definitely isn't C tier. There are some concepts that I like. It's somewhere between B and A. I'll put it in B. Yeah. And I haven't seen the rest of the Prime Wars trilogy just because Combiner Wars was such crap. So, this is the objectively true tier list of the Transformer TV shows. They actually left out quite a bit. Let's see, we're missing Beast Wars Neo. We're missing the 2001 Robots in Disguise series. I would put Beast Wars Neo about the same tier as Beast Wars 2nd, B tier. Robots in Disguise 2001 might be C or upper C, lower B. I haven't seen Rescue Bots Academy. Is there another aligned show that I'm missing here? I don't think so. Is that all the shows? That's all the shows I can remember off the top of my head, at least. But yeah, that's my tier list. If you don't like it, make your own video. And I guarantee you nobody will agree with this tier list, but there you go.